Phantos again, and I'm just going to show you a few things about the tier boxes and mastery. Okay, I always tell people that you only want to buy the first tier of a tier box. These mythics are a little different because as you buy up, let's see, I'm trying to get this open. Okay, as you buy up, you get these mythic stones, and you can get, it takes 250 to get, I believe, to get a card. So you could, if you already have some of the mythic stones from like the Swole Club, they'll be worth it. Or just even, get a couple of them. In this case, next Swole Club is Leela. But again, for the most part, I will always tell people only buy the first tier. I might buy more tiers because Leela. I have a couple of good combos for Leela already, so I might want to try to get two of the Leela mythics. But in this case, okay, the reason I always say just get the first tier is because when you actually look at it, oh, wait a minute. Okay. These are different. Okay. It's still, you still only want to get the first tier because when you look at it, with the exception of the see here. Sorry guys, first time look at this. Okay, with the exception of the legendary stones, most of the other stuff you get doubles of. I mean, if they had given two or more level 1 epic or better cards, if they had doubled that, this would be worth it. Because with a normal tier box, let me show you a normal tier box instead of this one. I would definitely say still only buy the level 1 unless you just want to go for that mythic. But I know I believe we still have a tier box that's going on. Hope this doesn't go too long. Sorry guys. But with a normal tier box, see, normally you start out with 200 gems, and if you look at what you get, then you look at the second level, which is 500. For the most part, it's doubled. Now, of course, if the 200 gems were doubled, it would only be 400. But you have to pay an extra 100 gems to double it. So it's really cheaper to just keep getting the first tier. Because if you buy the second tier, you're just paying that extra 100 for the privilege of doubling up your tier. Now, when it gets to the 9, again, you don't really get that, if you compare it to the 2, then you realize, let's see. Let's just break it down. If you had gotten 3 of the 200s, you would get 600 legendary stones. But over here, you only get 600 for 9. So that's 300 that's gone. You get the random mastery tokens, but that only really matters if the tokens are for something you actually want. Okay. So like I say, basically you end up paying more for the more you the higher the tier you go, the more you pay for what you get. And it ends up being less of a value, especially if you're free to play. You want to keep as many as you can. But for right now, I would say it's pure personal choice. I'm going to go ahead and buy this and see what I get, because you actually get a pretty decent amount of cards. And it looks like you actually have a 50-50 shot almost of getting a legendary. And I'll guarantee I'll be probably putting some money into the game if that scared me. And basically I got fodder. So I'm definitely probably going ahead and putting a few more. The mythic fragments help me out because I've got a Leela. That's the next thing I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and show you my cards. Well, you know what? That's not what I'm going to do. Gotta hope this doesn't get too long. I'm going to go ahead and back out. I'm going to go ahead and use my legendary token, see if I get anything worthwhile. Okay, that for me is actually, could be a game changer. And that might actually alter my deck. Let's see. Alright. First, I'm going to give you a rundown of the cards I have. One thing you'll notice is, okay, I have these two mythics. Dale to me isn't that great, but he does fit in my deck. Now, if you look, I have 25 cards. I have two pre-fused, which are Cognac Bender and, okay, it's back here. It's probably the last card. Alley Entertainment. The only epic I still have left in my deck is Alley Entertainment. And like I said, I like to keep that because it's a heal and a grab. But if you notice, I have that of my 25 cards, I have two pre-fused, 11 hero cards, and 12 object cards. I'm not going to call out. I'm going to go through it slow. You can see what's here. I'll probably go through it one more time because I was a little fast at the front. You know, nothing super amazing. You'll notice almost every one of the easy to get cards, like which are Bobby, Tina, Peter, and Roger. They're in here. But what you also notice is, let's take a random card. Okay, let's look at Roger. Now, if you notice, most of the time if I fuse, it's gonna have punch in it. If it doesn't, it's gonna have a combination of two cards that work, two abilities that are good but not great. So in this case, like Ricky Spanish, the 10, the gas plus the, well, really the stars of this show are the backlash plus the drain, the leech, which allows you to, means if they attack you, they're gonna get hurt, and when you attack them, they're gonna get hurt over time, plus you're getting it back. But I rarely use that because it's more of a last ditch effort that goes with some of the cards in my deck. Okay, I think I researched this one by mistake. I mean, it's okay. It's a healer. No, I didn't, because I usually will try to keep a healer in there. If it's already in my deck, in case there's a heal needed, I'll keep it. Okay. Trying to get down to the stuff that I didn't. You know, search this one because I always will research and motivate. Okay. Now you notice I have laying soft drugs and I haven't researched this. That's because this is, to me, isn't a great combo. Um, and what I don't want to happen is I don't want the game, if someone's playing against me, I don't want the game to make this. You know, if I was playing against a bomb, against a stone loser Roger, I'd be happy. Most of the time I'd be happy against Ricky Spanish. You know, and I could have done those. Let's see if I can find some more. Because, like I said, I don't do fusions unless it's a good fusion and it fits in my deck. And I don't do a fusion most part until it fits in my deck. But if it's like seems like it's a long time, I'll go ahead and just knock it out, just to save time for when it comes out. If it's a good fusion, I know I'm going to use it. So as you see, a lot of these. Let me see about going into one more, into an object card to show you. Okay, Power Gem is a good example. Okay. Now, as you can see, this one, Queen Laquifa, never play it, but it's there. Normally, I would Mountain Climber Peter. That is one of the better defensive combos. I don't normally use defensive combos, but it doesn't hurt to have it researched, and I do count that as a good combo. But Tetrachina, good combo. So out of the 11 that I have, that's 2. Good punch. Batman Roger, good punch. Okay. Swimmer Dale. The only good part about this one is it has grab and it has cheer all. Cheer all will help out all the rest of your cards. So in a pinch, it won't. It'll upgrade all your other cards. Rodeo Bobby, it's a wall with basically with that one. Someone attacks it, they're gonna get hurt more time than you. Again, Lila's a wall. Amy has Frenzy, which is a good combo, and Fry has Punch. So that means out of my 11, it needs to match up with 6, and let's see what I'll count as good combos. Okay, Sue Fry, Golfer Amy, and I'd go ahead and say these are okay, would count as good combos. Swimmerdale and Rodeo, so that's 4. It's 5 of Batman and Roger, Butt Toucher Tina, that's 6. And Mountain Climb Pier, so that means this really gets 7 good combos with this one card. And that's kind of what I go for with all of them. I try to make sure that each card that goes in my deck matches up well with at least 6 of the other type. That way it cuts down on the number of times when I end up having bad combos, and plus when someone's playing against me, I can easily, if someone's playing against me, they don't have to worry about, I don't have to worry about the AI comboing something that's just weak. Okay. An example of something that, let's see, like if I have Lois in my deck. If Swim Lois was made, that's an easy card to beat. Easy. It really doesn't do anything when you look at it. So I would never research that combo. Hank Hill's in my deck. Okay, it has the backlash, but that's it. Okay. But that's how I choose them. Every card has to make good combos with at least half your other deck. That way, if you draw it, you don't have to worry about it. Now, there's another card that I just got, which is Finger Gun Gale. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. I already have one. And we'll check out her combos real quick, because this actually gives a good chance, because this might actually go in my deck. And I've had it for a while, so I mean, good combo with Peter, great combo with Tina, good combo with well, not good combo. We already talked about it with Roger. Dale makes a healer protector, but it's a powerful healer. So, hey, now here's the negative part. It makes Whale Killer. Whale Killer is a bad one, but it's there um, mostly because um, there's a similar. I have a similar card. Caulk Gun is pretty much the same card, and Whale Hunter Amy. So we've got one, and I'll count this as two, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So it only melds with 5, so maybe it's gonna go in, maybe it won't. Oh, forgot. I haven't researched. And that prison meg, I would consider it as the 6th. And what about and positron shooter fry? So I would say it merges okay with 7. I didn't go down deep enough in this. That's all. So it might go in. I have to go back and be sure. Okay. Now, while we're in here, I'll show you how cards don't get in. Because if you actually notice, you know, there are. I have a lot of cards that aren't in my deck that are that are either quad or dual fuse. Like, and you might wonder why I don't have Bender. Well, I know you won't remember them, but when it comes to cards that I have that are strong, you know, Bender just doesn't fit in my deck. Um, you know, when you put him with my addicted cards, nothing. He does go well with Gale. Maybe that'll change. Maybe that could change things. Um, you know, his arm doesn't work well with anything. He does do well with music. I have 2 music cards. Lots of times I'll have a fight card in there, and he doesn't do too well with fight. I'm just going through here. You know, he can't. You know, I would count. You know, this one. Suicide for Bender is an okay combo, not something I would really want. But if you're noticing, he just doesn't combo well with anything I got. I mean, Bender's weapons, nothing. You know, he doesn't combo well with wealth. So he just plain just doesn't fit. I mean, you could probably go through here, and if you count the good combos, and you'll find that they're not. There's maybe 4 or 5 with every card I have, much less the ones that are actually in my deck. Okay. All right, guys. So that's how that works. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one short and do one more, a separate one for mastery. Alright guys, thanks for looking. If you have any questions, I'm sorry if this kind of rambled and went a place I wasn't expecting. But, you know, thanks for watching, and like I say, we're here to help you out and get this guild as strong as possible. Thanks.